It's a behind the scenes podcast. And right now I got a special friend today.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
It's been long overdue. So are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So if y'all don't know her from me, which I think y'all should, she was on one of my cover arts when she modeled her nails. But you could give your introduction. You could say what you do and all of that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jordan. I am a nail tech and an esthetician, primarily a nail tech, but just wait on aesthetics. I got y'all. Yeah, that's bodybeauty.nails on the nails. Period. That's me. I don't know what else. What else you want to know about me?
Let's I mean, we could get more in depth with your nails.
Okay.
We could start there before we get toxic.
Lord.
So what I want to know is the story behind what made you even start doing nails in the first place.
Cute. So I've been doing nails for 4 years now. It's been 4 years, right? It's 4 years. It'll be my 5 year in January. I started doing nails in 2020 during COVID when everybody was trying anything possible. But before that, I was a student at Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland. I was a social work major, was living my life. And then COVID hit and we all had to come home. And so I was doing school full time online. And I was also working at TJ Maxx as a part-time associate part-time associate. And I was doing nails on the side. But then I got the COVID depression hit me. And I got a little depressed a little bit and realized that school just wasn't my thing anymore. And shout out to my mom because she was 100% on my side, 100% supportive. And was like, well, what's going to make you happy? And I said, nails is going to make me happy. And so shortly after, I finished out my junior year of college. I did finish out my junior year of college and everybody told me I was making the dumbest decision ever. But I finished out my junior year and then I decided no longer to go to a university and I enrolled in Paul Mitchell Beauty School instead. And 4 years later, here we are.
So you did 3 years already.
Yes.
Are you even able to go back and do that last year if you wanted to?
If I wanted to, I think I could, just depending on what major I would take back up, because I don't think I would take up a social work major again, just because I don't see what I would do with that. I know that there's a lot that you can do with a social work major. Yeah. I just don't see myself in that field anymore. Shout out to the social work major. Shout out to the social workers. I just don't see that for myself. But I think that if I were to go back, it would just depend on my majors and my majors classes and everything like that.
So, like, let's talk about the rough times because we all have rough times. I do music. We got a lot of rough times when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. Like, nails, I don't feel like that's like an easy field to even get in and be like, yo, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. And the clientele going to come just like that. Yeah. So it's just like, how selfish did you have to be to get to the point that you are right now?
LOL. Like you said, it's not an easy decision to make, to just decide to like be okay. I want to be in the beauty industry, or I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do things my own way. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 or whatever. Which there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5, obviously, but you definitely got to be selfish. You have to put yourself first. You have to put your dreams first. And then speaking from like the perspective of somebody in the beauty industry, is sometimes I tell people all the time, like, God, what are you trying to, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to tell the people? What kind of work are you trying to do through me? Because I have no idea why I'm in this field. Yeah. Granted, I love it and I love what I do. But if anybody knows me, y'all know I'm a very quiet person. Yeah. I'm not very much of a people person. Most times. So it gets really, really difficult. But like I said, I love what I do. So I think that outweighs everything else.
No,
I just love what I do.
So do you feel like sometimes and growing, like do you feel like it's okay to leave an opportunity? Like, let's say if somebody gave you an opportunity, but you outgrown that opportunity, I guess. Do you feel like it's okay to leave that behind?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that as we grow as people and as we evolve and as we just go through life, we experience different seasons. And one opportunity might have fit a season that I was in a few months ago, but it's not one that's going to fit me now. So it's okay to say no.
So is that like why you left like TJ Maxx? Because one day I seen you, I'm like, I'm quitting too. Like,
you know what's so okay, never mind.
What? Say it.
I was just gonna say, like, once I left that job, shortly after, I feel like almost everybody left.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was like me telling them like, oh, it's okay, you could, because I was at TJ Maxx for 5 years, y'all. And I told myself I would never go past 5 years. And I know it's been people that have stayed at jobs for longer than that. But for the most part, I feel like people our age, I tell them how long I stayed at that job and they're like, girl, you are insane.
No way.
But I told myself I wasn't going to go past 5 years. And also, not only was I not happy in school, I wasn't happy at TJ Maxx. I would go in the dressing room and cry, y'all. I would go in the bathroom and cry. I would go in the break room and cry. Like, I wasn't happy there. I hate, when I say I hated it there. I hated it.
So you never cried during the process of being a nail tech?
Oh, no, absolutely. But it was a different kind of cry, I feel like. As weird as that may sound, like when I first started nails, I told myself that this is something that I know I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give up.
Okay.
I knew I didn't want to be a sales associate for the rest of my life.
No, that's okay.
And I told a few of those managers, I said, this is your life. This isn't mine.
Yeah.
This may be your calling and that's great, but this isn't mine.
No, that's a fact.
So when I started nails and I had those breakdowns, because I said a billion times I was going to stop. Let's be real. I said a bunch of times I was going to stop.
Yeah.
But I believe in God and I believe in prayer, and whatever he's brought me to, he's going to bring me through.
Yeah.
So
what advice do you have for like, how old was you at that time?
how old was I when I quit?
Yeah.
I was 20. I was 20, 21.
Okay. So let's say, 20, 21, let's even go down to 18. Like, what advice would you have for somebody who don't want to do this because their inspiration is a field where they got to work hard at, but they feel like because it's just like certain people do jobs just to invest in their career. You just quit and you made it work. So it's just like, what advice do you have for that?
I am a serial entrepreneur, y'all. Like, if I think that a business could be started, I say go for it. Just do it. So my advice to that 18, 19, 20-year-old person would be to just literally just do it. If you have a job that you're in right now, okay, yeah, use that check to fund your dream, but don't get caught up in that check. Don't get caught up in it, but also don't get caught up in what that dream might come with, because the dream might come with dry spells and rough times and all these negatives. But like I said before, I knew that this was something that I wanted to do. So I had to really put that aside to really see the bigger picture.
No way. So as far as just like being a nail tech and stuff like that, like what, like, and to get the quality, I know your quality. Your quality, I fuck with it. I want to know what make y'all nails so expensive when y'all take them off probably 2 weeks afterwards.
2 weeks, baby. These been on for 3 and some change.
Okay.
Don't try me. Okay. This is a conversation I have with people all the time, because I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. I'm gonna look in this camera. I'm not gonna look at the monitor. I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this one, right?
I'm gonna look at you.
Nail techs are the most underrated in the beauty industry. Period. We're the most underrated. We are the most disrespected. We're the most cast aside. We're the most underpaid in the industry. And that's that. A good nail tech can give you a set that can last a month and change. And the girls are up in arms for a $75 French tip. But they gonna go pay Lashes by Alexis for a set that, come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
For a set of lashes that's gonna come off in less than 2 weeks.
Nah,
or they're gonna go pay Wigs by Wanda for a $400 set that's gonna lift once a bead of sweat form on their forehead.
Word.
But these nails not going nowhere, baby. You know that. You know that.
So your nails ain't going nowhere.
Your nails not going nowhere. But
how long you feel like your nails is lasting?
My nails can last up to a month and more. But you also have to remember, it's not just on the nail tech, it's on the client as well.
Word.
The client has to do what they're supposed to be doing, you know, with anything. That's with anything. You got to make sure you're wrapping your hair right now. You got to make sure you're washing your lashes. Same way you got to make sure you're not lifting 300-pound boxes with a extra long set of nails on. That's just not common sense.
No, so what's your pet peeve with certain clients or like whatever? Like
my pet peeve. There's a list of those. No, let me stop. I love y'all. I don't know. I would say the first one that's coming to my mind would be like somebody that tries to negotiate my prices, but I can't really call that a pet peeve because I know that somebody that tries to negotiate my prices isn't the client for me. So like I can help you find somebody else that may better suit what you're looking for. And I tell people that all the time. Like if it's a design that I can't do, or if it's a day I can't do, if it's something that I can't do or I don't feel comfortable doing, I'll tell them like, hey, this isn't my preferred. This is my cup of tea. This isn't my preferred, style of nails. But here is X, Y, and Z, and they may be able to, better suit you.
And that's my last question for it. Where do you want to take it? Like, because I know you got your own studio set up, but do you eventually want nail techs under you? Do you want your own salon or?
So I don't plan on staying in Connecticut for too much longer.
Okay.
So my plan was always to have my own suite, work there, and then get a salon and have people working under me. I don't want to be behind a desk for the rest of my life. I don't.
I don't.
So yeah, hopefully branch off and have something bigger. Make Body to Beauty a household name.
Nah, that's a fact. I already see it. Now, let's talk about, because I'm gonna need a clip for Mother's Day.
Okay, period.
So let's talk about you and your relationship with your moms and y'all dynamics. Because I fuck with y'all dynamic. I seen a post when you were just talking about how a mother feel about her daughter having a gigantic butt. And her mom was just like, I'm so overwhelmed.
She did say that. Shout out my mom.
So it's like, what's y'all dynamic? Like like how is she in the process of your life? Like how, like tell me about that.
Don't get me crying in this room now. That is my best friend. My mother is my best friend. My mother is my world, my everything. I would not be the person that I am today without my mother. I wouldn't be the entrepreneur that I am. I wouldn't just be the human being, period, that I am without my mother. I don't even know how else to explain it other than that's my everything.
No,
it's always just been me and my mama.
Nah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Just moms in general. Cause me, if I'm stressing, I'm gonna call my mama.
Oh, I'm calling my mom every time.
Like she, even if she can't do nothing about it, she gonna, like, her words is enough for me. Like, so it's just like, when did you realize y'all dynamic was what it was?
I think I knew.
Like, when
early.
did you appreciate it?
Yeah. I think I knew early on, because growing up, I always see my friends have their fathers and their mother. I always only had my mother. You get what I'm saying? So I think I knew early on how special my mother was to me and how special she is as a person.
Yeah.
I will say that a significant point in my life was her backing me in my decision to stop going to school.
Yeah.
Because for those that don't know, my mother also went to nail school when she was around my age. And I think that, and also another thing to know is that I'm not a crier. well, I wasn't, I am now, but I wasn't a crier. I wasn't like a really sensitive, emotional person. So I will never forget it. I had a meeting with one of the deans at Morgan State University to see if I could change my major from social work to something else just so I could finish. Because like you said, I'm 3 years in at this point. I might as well just finish. So I had a meeting to see if I could change my major from social work to applied liberal studies or something like that, something very general.
Yeah.
And the dean that I met with, he told me, well, the beauty industry, you're not going to make any money anyway, so you might as well just finish out school. And after that meeting, I went in the bathroom and I locked myself in the bathroom and I cried. That was probably not the hardest I ever cried, but I cried really, really hard that day. And my mom came in the bathroom and she was like, whoa, what's going on here? Because you're not a crier. So what's happening? So I explained to her as best as I could what was going on. And she hugged me and she said, so what are we going to do now? Yeah. And I think that was really a really pivotal moment and like a really, really important moment that I would like I could see it right now. I would never forget that moment.
Nah, I fuck with that for real.
Everybody loved my mom, y'all.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. I be seeing her in the comments, even on your podcast. I be seeing her in the comments, like she definitely like top tier mom.
Yes, and she's a supporter through and through, not even of me, like just of people. Like once I send her, she's gonna follow you, she's gonna repost you, even if she don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah. If you sell merch, she might buy a t-shirt. Don't even know what's on. Like that's just who my mother is. She's a very, she's a real one.
One thing I want to say, just to off of what you said, like how you not being a crier, you cried that day. Mm-hmm. Your mother like came and nurtured you. Yeah. Like that probably opened you up to be a crier today. And sometimes it's okay to get them feelings out. Yeah. So shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
Like
you're a real one.
Like even you saying that, like even with my mother, like basically, like, you know, when Donald Trump gave us them stimulus checks, first thing I thought about was my mother. I didn't want to spend nothing without seeing if she needed anything. Yeah. And the first thing she said was, get your studio equipment. Stop going to studios. Take this money, get your studio equipment, and start working. Now I got that. I'm one of the most consistent niggas I know. Period. So it's just like shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms.
To the moms who believe in their kids. Like we need that for especially in our field, because
it's hard.
Yeah, and people can say things like, "Oh, you're not gonna make nothing in the beauty industry," and like you'll walk past in 5 or 10 years from now. Yeah. Shit, probably next year. And now he looking crazy.
Yeah, I have family members who told me I wasn't going to do nothing. Like I have aunts, I have people in my family, like blood related, who told me this isn't going to do anything. You need to go back to school. When are you going to go back and get your degree? You need a degree. Yeah. You would have thought degree was my middle name or something. I don't know. Like,
not word.
But, and they would always come to my mom like, so when is she going back to school? And she would be like, oh, well, she's a nail tech now. And that's what this is.
When did you, like I'm running off script right now, but like when did you like say to yourself, like, you know what? Well, when did you find acceptance and people not supporting you, the closest people to you not supporting you? Because I feel like we feel like people are obligated, and we would think that they do because that's just the person that we are. Right. But not everybody like us. So when did you find acceptance and not taking things personal when people didn't support you?
I don't know if there was ever really a point where I was like, okay, this is what it's going to be. I think I don't want to say I knew it from day one, because I didn't. I think it was definitely a hard pill that I had to swallow. I don't know. I think it was just kind of a just brush it off, like take that one to the chin type of thing as I went on. Like it was just like, okay, I peep game and I will move accordingly type of thing.
Nah, word.
Like I don't hold it against y'all or nothing, but it's just it is what it sucks. Yeah. But another thing I had to learn too, again, shout out to my mom.
Word.
My mother and my aunt, her sister, owned a hair salon about 10 years ago. And that was something that they both instilled in me too, was like, the main support is going to come from strangers. Like
that's a fact.
People you don't even know are going to support you more than people that you talk to on a daily basis.
And honestly, I feel like the reason for that is like,
let me know, because I want to know.
Like, I feel like people too stuck on old Jordan and old Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't understand. Like, do you know how people just be calling Drake Arbery?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they want to feel like they involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you not Drake to me, you Arbery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Drake is Drake at the end of the day. His mom's always going to know him as Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people who knew him when he was younger, they going to call you Arbery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, you ain't Drake. Like, yeah, you big. Don't get big-headed.
Mm-hmm.
No, get big-headed. Like,
please.
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. Like, the egos that they be like people be trying to tell us to be humble.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a word to muzzle you praising yourself.
Yeah. For
like,
sure.
don't be humble.
Yeah.
Like, talk your shit.
No, absolutely.
You one of the best nail techs in Connecticut. Like let niggas know. Like, prom season coming up. Like,
prom season's coming up, girl. Come see me.
Like,
I'm doing a giveaway, y'all.
Giveaways?
I'm doing a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway for the prom girls, for the high schoolies.
I heard you, because my sister prom coming up too. So
period. It's hard. Come enter the giveaway. You enter the giveaway, you can get a free full set. You can get a free glam.
I heard you. Bet. I got you. We gonna get a little toxic. Y'all know who she is. Tap in with her.
Period.
We about to get toxic. And I won't even call it toxic. I only call it toxic because we need the answers with what's going on with these women.
I'm gonna give y'all what I can.
All right. So first thing I want to know is like signs. Like, y'all got a obsession with these signs. What does the obsession come from?
Okay. Cute. I think that, so when it comes to signs, cause you a Virgo, ain't you?
And that's my next question.
Yeah, because I got a real bad beef for Virgos, y'all.
That's what I want to know too. So you could give the answer, then you could give me your Virgo story time, because I've been waiting.
So first, what I will say is that I think that when it comes to signs, I don't know, it's like, for me personally, I pay attention to the sign thing to an extent. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh no, I'm not messing with him because he's a Libra, even though I don't like Libras either. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna just completely shut somebody out because of their zodiac sign. But I think we would all be dense and just like blind and oblivious if we didn't acknowledge the fact that a lot of this shit be true. Like, a lot of the stuff matches up. Like, a lot of Virgos I know do act the same. A lot of Libras I know do act the same. So I'm gonna give y'all my tea, right?
Okay.
Virgos, y'all are a great time, very charming. Y'all know y'all got away with words.
Yeah.
Real nice with it.
That's true.
Real smooth with it.
Okay.
But y'all are manipulators. Y'all are manipulators bad. In a bad way. Like, it's crazy.
Do you feel like charming is manipulating?
I feel like
knowing how to talk is manipulating.
You can use it to manipulate. Yes. Like, you can use that smooth talk and that charming whatever.
So you a Sag, you don't think you can manipulate them by?
No.
Let's cat.
I don't.
Like literally, like, I don't feel like I feel like some of the things that I be hearing about Virgos are true.
Okay.
But I don't feel like a Cancer can't be the same way. Oh
yeah, for sure. That makes sense.
So so that's why I'm like, the vendetta is really with the person or the experience that you have.
Because like I said, I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him because he's a Virgo. Because I have to talk to a Virgo. And it's the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Okay, I wouldn't say worst decision I ever made in my life, but it wasn't a great time. And my mom always says that everyone is you pushed out, meaning the expectation you have for a person when you approach a situation is how they're going to show up, because that's already what you've trained your mind to think.
Yeah.
So if I was to come in here like, oh, this gonna be terrible podcast, like my mind is already conditioned to think that way. So if I approach a guy thinking, oh, he's a Virgo, like he's gonna do X, Y, and Z, da, da, da. You know what I mean? Like obviously he's gonna show up that way because that's what I'm already thinking in my mind.
No,
so I gave dude a chance. I did. I went on a date. I drove.
So you didn't like Virgos before him?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay,
let me explain something to you, right?
Okay.
And I think it'll make a lot of sense after.
Right.
My dad's a Virgo.
Okay.
I think that should say a lot.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. So I gave dude a chance and it didn't go well. By maybe like the next month, all of a sudden I was, according to him, an alcoholic, and I needed him to, like, yeah, it was bad. Like, y'all are not okay. Like, it was just very intentional and not intentional in a good way, but like
Now, Virgos are charming.
Yeah.
So was that your first love?
Oh no.
So if he wasn't your first love, like, did he still have like a, like, did it get to you? Like what?
Like did he have an impact on me?
Yeah.
Or, no, not really. It wasn't like an intense, like,
situation.
Yeah, no. Nothing like that. It was like a dating.
He just fucked it up for, like,
and
it was another reason to hate Virgos.
Yeah, he just added to the list. But I will say that other factors into why me and him didn't go any further had nothing to do with his sign. But I just see traits in him that I've witnessed in other Virgos. Another example, Libras. I don't know what's wrong with y'all and why y'all lie so much.
Nah, Libras is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had homeboy nigga Libras. I said nigga Libras. But like, I don't, like, y'all niggas be wildin'. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's scary.
Nah, like, nigga, like, it's a nigga Libra. That's
I
what
want
we call
you to
it.
stop calling it that.
It's a nigga Libra who, like, literally would, like, argue with you and then act like that shit ain't never happened. Like, nah, these niggas is wild. When did you first hear about the word gaslighting and narcissist?
Gaslighting and narcissist.
Because I feel like a lot of women, like, I don't know if they found it on Google at the same time and y'all just started using that word.
Okay.
Like, or like, I don't know. Like,
okay.
So
I see what you mean, because I do think a lot of people use the term gaslight and narcissist. I don't feel like I hear that much. But gaslighting, yes. I don't use the word gaslighting because I never use it right. But once somebody be like, no, they were gaslighting you, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But when did I first hear about it? Honestly, gaslighting as of recently.
Like this year, last year type shit?
Probably like last year before type.
And once you heard about it, you started using it or no?
No, I don't use it because I don't know how.
Oh. Because
I'll be like, yeah, they're gaslighting you. And that just be completely wrong. And I just don't know what I be talking about. And y'all not about to make me look stupid.
I feel like some of these females be making niggas feel like, because we not about to look all that shit up. I had to look it up just to understand, like, what are you even talking about? Like, no, that's not me. Like, then I started looking and I'm like, nigga, this could be anybody. This definition could be anything.
So what is gaslighting? Can you explain it to me?
I don't know. I can look up the definition right now. I thought you was gonna be able to tell me.
I really, like, it's like I said, if somebody be like, okay, no, this that happened, they were gaslighting her. Like, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I could see that, but I never remember the actual definition.
Because I feel like with narcissists, it's like in the same family as manipulator. Okay. Like, y'all know more than me. Y'all women who gonna watch this, y'all gonna know more than me. So y'all could also join in the comments and let us know if anything that we might have missed on these definitions.
Narcissists, I feel like when I think of narcissists, I feel like I think of somebody who's just full of themselves, who think like they shit don't stink. Like they're just like, everything revolves around them and they do no wrong type of thing. Like everything is always somebody else's fault.
Nah, yeah.
I feel like I don't know. Have I dealt with a narcissist? I'm sure I have. Was he a narcissist?
I mean, you said he thought that you was
an alcoholic.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Did he act like his shit didn't stink either?
Yeah, I guess he was a narcissist then.
I guess that's the definition. If narcissist is acting like his shit don't stink, I guess you're a narcissist.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
We gotta at least. Maybe this is a manipulation tactic. I don't know.
Let me hear it, Virgo.
But we gotta start. We gotta start like adding at least 1 or 2 things we did, and just add the but to it, just like y'all do. Like y'all be like, nah, I'm not this way, but, or no, I don't care, but. So we gotta start using their tactics and add these buts to it, so it don't sound like we narcissists. That way, we can act like our shit stink. Right?
Don't listen to that.
That's good advice.
No.
Why do women call everything sassy that these niggas be doing? Like, yeah, I want to know about that, because a nigga could like literally do anything now and it's sassy.
I've been seeing that. I don't know. So like a lot of the social media sort of think pieces that people have going on, I try not to like get into it. Yeah. Especially like the whole sassy man apocalypse. I don't know. I think that men are starting to set boundaries for themselves. Yeah. Like for example, one thing I've seen is like, if a guy blocks a girl, like, that's sassy, apparently. Yeah. Block her. I don't see the problem. I don't know. Maybe I'm a pick-me. Who knows? But like,
not where.
I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, like, some things can be sassy. But I find like the sassy thing, I find it funny. Like, yeah. I don't take it to heart too much.
If you could call anything sassy, what would it be?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good one. I think it'd be sassy when guys steal girl lingo. Like,
girl lingo?
Yeah. Like we'd be like, it's giving. And I hear a guy say that like, ooh.
Nah, is one thing that is fire that y'all say. I can't.
You know what's crazy? I've seen somebody say that like girls ate when they said such and such and such, but I can't think of.
But y'all be stealing our lingo. But I mean, I guess, let me not, because I don't want to be called sassy.
Because go ahead, what lingo we be stealing?
Have you ever said the word twin?
Yes and no.
Like, what's good, twin? Or some shit?
I haven't, but I have heard people say that. I had started calling this girl twin, but that's just because like we literally do everything the same.
No word. But I feel like it's different if you call somebody twin and you like, yo, what's good, twin? You saying that's your day, but yeah. So yeah. Let me see where I want to take this right now, because I ain't even. All right, fuck it, I'll take it there. Okay. Why do women enter relationships?
Okay.
Why you roll? Yeah.
I'm waiting for the rest of the.
Why do women enter relationships like unhealed?
Okay.
Expecting us to heal them. Like, I know a lot of things require patience, and when you in the relationships, we got to accept each other for who we are, learn how to work it out, like get through that motion. But it's just like, I feel like certain things is be like, you, just to go back to the sign shit, like women be like I seen this thing where they was just like, women hit a curve and be like, oh shit, I'm a Taurus. Like, like it's basically like that in a relationship. Okay. It's just like, you got to understand my trauma. Okay. And it's just like, we can, but it's just like, it's also, you can't just throw it on us like that.
Right. So to start with, why do women enter relationships unhealed and expect their partner to heal them? I think that has to do with a woman should find a safe place and a safe haven in her partner. Yeah. And once we feel as though we found somebody that we can rely on and lean on, we're gonna look to them for some sort of help. Yeah. But also, we also have to remember that 1, healing isn't linear. And 2, I don't think you're ever in life ever going to be 100% healed.
That's a fact.
So example, a situation I found myself in prior to the one I'm in now, I wasn't healed.
Yeah.
I thought I was, but I wasn't. And I thought that he was somebody that was going to be sort of like I said, my safe haven, my safe place, and somebody that I can lean on. And like you said, you got to have that patience or whatever. And after getting out of that, I realized like, okay, I could have done a lot more work on myself.
Yeah.
So I did the work on myself, and I did the self-help journeys, and I did the journals, all the journals that you can possibly think of. And I did the self-awareness journey. And then I am now in a new committed relationship where, okay, I'm not 100% healed, and he understands that and I understand that, but we're working together to sort of figure that out because he is my safe haven. He is my safe place. And I know that I can open up and lean on him for that.
Nah, that's a fact. I fuck with that. So, I mean, what I want to say too is, I mean, we don't be 100% healed either. So it's like, it's not a like, oh, we perfect thing and y'all just bringing all this unnecessary baggage and shit. Sometimes we handle shit differently as well. Just as well as y'all handle shit differently. Like we might handle everything by ourselves, like until we know for sure that you can be our safe haven. I feel like sometimes maybe y'all put it on us so quick just to be like, all right, let me see his reaction to see if he can be my safe haven. Does that make sense or does that not make sense?
It makes sense, but I don't think it's a matter of us putting it on y'all to see your reaction. I think it's a matter of, okay, I feel kind of comfortable here.
Yeah.
I open this door right here. Okay, let me open this door and see how well we really are connected and how strong this bond really is.
Yeah.
And just because he hasn't opened up to me yet doesn't mean I can't open up. And maybe she thinks like, okay, maybe if I open up, that'll show him like, all right, I'm looking for more here. You can give me more. Like I'm here for you type shit. Like lean on me. That's what I'm here for.
Nah, where?
Why do you think men wait so long to open up? What's that about? Like, why do you think like
we wait so long to open up?
Yeah, not even wait so long to open up, but like, what do you think it is that men feel like they have to keep that trauma or that unhealedness or whatever you want to call it so guarded?
I feel like we're providers.
Okay.
We're protectors. Like, and we solve problems.
Okay.
So if you vent to me, you might be looking to vent, but I'm going to talk to you like, what's the solution? What you want to do about it? How we going to get this together? But right now, you ain't even trying to worry about that shit. You just want to vent.
I just want to talk.
So it's just like, for us, that's how it is. Like, I seen this shit where it said, like, they put, like, little babies, like, old enough that they can crawl. And they had to crawl to their mother. One of them had this thing guarding him. It's a little thing guarding him. And the girl, she just sat there and cried because she couldn't get to her mother. The boys, they climbed over it. So we instantly are trying to be a problem solver. So it's just like taking that weight. I might try to solve your problems. I might try to solve his problems. I might try to solve my mother problems. Then I got to get to my problems.
Yeah.
So if I'm too busy solving y'all problems, I don't even want to bore y'all with the weight of my problems. So it's like, it's a little harder for me to open up because it's just like, you just vented to me yesterday. Like you don't need my baggage today.
Okay.
Like today's your day to rest. And then when we do vent, the first time, like you just got to be prepared for it because if we ain't feeling it, we're gonna be like, all right, let's try this again in another month. Because it's a little harder because it's just like, I don't even like, it's like, I don't want to be the problem. I want to solve it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's hard, but once we get there, we get there.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's really what it is with guys. How do you feel about like? Damn, we getting deep, but I'm gonna take it back a little toxic. What do you feel like is a reason like that you could say this is cheating, but other people might look at you and be like, this is crazy. Like, that's not cheating.
Okay.
Like buying a girl food, another girl food. Like certain females might think that's cheating.
Okay. So let me start by saying I personally think that cheating is something, whatever it is for you, that you wouldn't be okay with your partner doing.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, if I'm outside and I give a nigga my Instagram and you don't like that, then you better not be outside giving girls your Instagram either.
Yeah.
Because if that's what we have as a couple have decided, like, okay, that's a boundary I don't want to cross, that's cheating to me, whatever term you want to put on it, then okay, that's cheating to me. It may not be cheating to her, but that's cheating to me. What's cheating to me that other people may not think it is? I don't know, because I think that when I hear the word cheating, I think of such like extreme drastic sort of things. But something I wouldn't be comfortable with my partner doing is something like, okay, going and giving girls your number and giving girls your Instagram or whatever. If it's not for like a business purpose or if it's not for a bigger purpose, if you just outside, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Nah, that's a fact. It depends on the setting. Like, because it is opposite sex who can change our lives and introduce us to some of these aspects. But if you out in a club and a girl or a nigga walk up to you, they're like, damn, what's your Instagram?
Like, come on.
Or what's like, that's different.
Because now I'm about to beat the fuck out you. Let's be so for
Nah, word. Like, that's what I would say. Like, it's a fine line because between the delivery. It's a fine line with the delivery.
Yeah, for sure.
And you could easily find it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do you feel like a relationship is more in jeopardy when a woman isn't happy or a man isn't happy?
Great question. And I think that, I don't know. I feel like, I don't want to say the obvious answer, but I feel like the more talked about answer is when the woman isn't happy.
Yeah.
Because like everybody says, like the woman leaves mentally first. And then once the physical is gone, it's like, all right, I'm gone type of thing. Men, I feel like I found or have noticed that they stick around a little longer. I don't know if they're just waiting for things to get better or if they're trying to explore their options or trying to figure it out or whatever it is. You can elaborate on that if you can. But I think that when a woman is unhappy, it gets a little trickier.
Yeah. I feel like with the guys, personally for me, is if I'm gonna answer something, I'm gonna answer it. Like, I already thought about it 1,000 times. So for me, it's just like, if I'm gonna leave a situation, it's because I done tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. This ain't working out. We done talked about your insecurities 1,000 times. We done talked about how this is just my friend, or I'm like, this is just a business and I gotta do this. Like, it's things we already talked about that is just like, I done tried enough. And that's where we probably I feel like we leave. Now, for people in general, I don't think it's a man or a woman thing when it comes to like, okay, we just found the option, so now it's easier to leave. Sometimes that's the easiest way to leave. Like, because we get into a routine. Like, if we in a routine with our peoples, it's like, I'ma stick beside you because what else I got? Yeah. Like, you all I know at this point. Yeah. So it's just like, it's always harder. I feel like the only thing I feel like for men is just, we just feel like we try and try. But y'all women can do the same thing. The answer could be same for.
Because I was going to say, I feel like women try. Like, I feel like a woman will stay till she can't no more. Like, I've heard a lot of women say, and I've done it before, like, I stayed until I hated him. Yeah. Type of thing. Like, because once I'm up off you, I'm up off you. Like, and it's no get me back.
Do you feel like it's normal for women to like initiate,
like just in general?
In general, like
normal.
Text somebody first, shoot they shot,
normal,
or with a person, or even with a person. It could be a safe haven. Hey, let's do this.
I think that I think a lot of women don't initiate, myself included. Like I'm not a shoot my shot type of girl. Yeah. Never. Because a lot of women, we don't like rejection. Yeah. A lot of women can't take rejection. A lot of men have no shame. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of niggas in my DM right now that's just going to keep shooting and shooting and shooting. No matter how many times I leave them on red, they just going to keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. They have no shame. Women, on the other hand, I think that some women, I think that sometimes rejection can hurt our pride, our self-esteem even. Yeah. And I was that person before I got rejected once in my life. I told myself I would never do that again. No way. So yeah, no, I don't think it's normal for women to initiate. I think that women should initiate more. Yeah. Like, if you know your shit says pop your shit. Like,
yeah. I feel like that anyway. Like, especially with the woman that I'm messing with, it's just like you can initiate sometimes because I want to know what you feeling as well. Yeah. Like, how important do you feel like? Because with initiation, it's just like I'm a nigga that like I want to initiate. I like initiating, but sometimes I like for you to initiate. Right. Sometimes I like you to bring in that intimacy and do all that. Like, how important do you think like just intimacy in general is for a relationship? Now, that can be sex, that can just be cuddles, that can be just hugs.
I think it's very important. I also think that the level of importance of what you place it at depends on your love language too. Yeah. But I think you need all 5 love languages to make a relationship work.
Say that one more time.
I think you need all 5 love languages to make a relationship work.
So
there's 5 in it.
So you need 5. So 5 love languages.
There's 5, right? There's 5 love languages: words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service. I feel like what's the last one?
But the key to it, the key to it is you saying that we need all these. We need to master the avatar state, and master all these elements to make this relationship work.
Yeah, I think that somebody might value one over the other. Like, me personally, I love words of affirmation. So like, I love to hear how much he loves me. I love to hear how much he appreciates me and how much, he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. Like, stuff like that. I love to hear those things. But I also love quality time. I also love when he plans things and I love physical touch. I love when he hugs me. I love when he kisses me. I think that all of those are needed.
Yeah, that's a fact. Question that I have for you is how like, what do you feel like a woman brings to the table when a man pays for everything? Like, what valuable thing can you bring to the table? Because men are supposed to be providers. Y'all want men to pay the bill. So what can you bring to the table, or a woman?
Okay, this rhetoric, this age old question that I think everybody just keeps talking about for God knows what reason. I think so. Like you said, men are natural providers. Men are natural protectors in the same way that women are naturally nurturers. We're naturally caring. We're naturally compassionate and empathetic. And I think that we bring that level, that aspect to the table that a man might need and lacks. Yeah. Like the same way you said, you said like naturally, like if somebody vents to you, if your girl vents to you, you want to solve the problem. Like, okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing about this? And then you thinking about her problems while you're thinking about his problems and your cousin's problems and your mom's problem before you even get to your own. I think that women will bring a certain level of maturity, emotional maturity and emotional intelligence that they can help you navigate that to the point where, okay, she can let you know, like, it's okay. Like, you can bring those guards down. You can bring that wall down. I think that that's something that a lot of men lack. And I think that they find help with, or they find help navigating their emotions through women. I think that women bring a level of just intelligence, period, emotional, just spiritual intelligence that a lot of men lack. I think that we're smart. We are just amazing creatures. I think that women need men just as much as men need women.
My word.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, like, what do you feel like men can provide? Like, what can a man provide to you without money? Besides money?
I think that he can provide a sense of security, just a sense of peace, because the same way y'all battle a lot of stuff outside, like it's still a lot of stuff that we battle outside as well. Like, for example, as a woman who owns a business, I do a lot of stuff throughout the day. Like, I'm not only the nail tech, but I'm also the janitor. I'm also the social media manager. I'm also customer service. Like, I'm everything. I'm this, that, and the third. And I have to answer messages basically sun up to sundown. But once it's time, I have two phones. I have a business phone and I have a personal phone. Once it's time for me to turn off my business phone and I'm ready to tune back into my personal, my man, I think, should provide and does provide a sense of, okay, you can let those walls down. You can let go of the businesswoman. Like, you're here now. Like, you're safe. You're good.
Nah, I fuck with it. All right. So sadly, that's all we got for today. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You did your thing with some of these questions. I think I have enough understanding of y'all women right now.
Good. I try to put on for them.
I do love women. This is just me talking to talk. And to really just learn, because sometimes we need to sit down and have these conversations to learn,
for sure.
Especially in relationships. Like, that's key. When we arguing, once we done, let's talk. Let's talk it out.
Yeah.
So it's just like, these is vulnerable information for anybody. We will talk about your podcast soon. She does have a podcast called
Girls Garden.
So that's coming soon. We will talk about that. Anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, y'all follow my Instagram page again, bodiedbeauty.nails. That's about it. Y'all don't need my main. Y'all don't need to know me like that. Oh, and follows Girls Garden too. We got some stuff in the work. It's girls.garden with 2 N's.
Nah, y'all already know me. Y'all already know where to follow. But just stay tuned. We got more. She'll be back, right?
I will, hopefully.
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot more in store. Appreciate y'all for just being a part of this journey. Appreciate you for even pulling up. Listen, she was on time. Like, past on time. Like, and I thought that was, I didn't think she was gonna be.
Yeah, he didn't have no, y'all, he told me the time like 14 times. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here.
But all right, I love y'all. Shout to you. Go follow her. Go crazy. We out.